So all of this is going to be CG. I just keep pretending this is a big screen. Yeah, something like that. What's up, everybody? Jared here with another futuristic sci-fi movie review. So I went out to the theater and saw the newest film from Keanu Reeves, Replicas. William Foster is a brilliant neuroscientist who loses his family in a tragic car accident. Utilizing cutting-edge technology, William decides to bring them back to life. As the experiment begins to spiral out of control, he realizes he is in much deeper than anticipated. So is Replicas a solid sci-fi flick? Let's find out. Now, before I get into my thoughts, let me know what you guys thought of Replicas if you saw it in the comments down below. Was this a decent sci-fi movie for the beginning of the year, or was this just a complete mess? Now let's get into the one thing that Replicas did good. Starting off, Replicas does a great job of getting right into the action, right into the crux of this movie, kind of questioning, when science is able to do these certain things that weren't possible before, what is ethical and what is unethical? Basically, what they're asking is it right to transfer a human brain into a cybernetic brain with a metal exoskeleton? I don't know. And as the first 10 minutes play out, you pretty much get the answer to that question, and it's a lot more violent of an answer than you anticipated. This simple question of, is it right, even if it is possible, this idea kind of flows throughout a lot of the movie, and, in a weird way, it makes you think about the ways that, what if science eventually comes to this point? However, besides these moral dilemmas, Replicas has no idea what it wants to be as a movie. It has an identity crisis. The through line changes so much that it's kind of hard to flow. Like, the central idea, the opening idea is it right to take these brains from actual people, put them into robots, and have them kind of, live on forever? Then it switches off to cloning, which that's a whole ordeal. Then it switches over into this, government military contract, underground, I don't even know, this movie, and then somehow gets back to the robotics from the beginning. It's all over the place. It's a confusing narrative, and it's all over the place. You don't know where to go, and it makes cloning look very easy. Aside from the meandering plot, the performances in Replicas were not that great. I will say that it might have been the script, but a lot of people in this movie just kind of felt like they were there to get a paycheck. The line delivery is very lazy. Honestly, I'm a big fan of Keanu Reeves. I wanted this movie to be somewhat good, but just the lines between everyone, just bringing up, basically one character is just there to keep asking the question, is this ethical? Are you doing the right thing? It's just boring to watch these people. I don't like to use the word boring when describing a movie, but it just felt like a higher budget sci-fi channel movie. Moving towards more of the technical side of Replicas, the CG elements that there were, just kind of a few, felt very much dated. Whoever thought it was a good idea to have Keanu Reeves just magically moving these sci-fi panels for 5+ times in the movie, good on you. But the robotic CG animation of the actual cyborg in this movie was honestly, it was offending. It's 2018 and this CG animation looked like it came from the 1990s. This reminded me of the cartoon Reboot or Crash Test Dummies. It's very much dated, it's very cartoony, you're taken out of the movie instantly. Lastly, logic is non-existent in Replicas. Obviously, if someone had questioned, hey, is this a good idea? This seems a little bad. The movie would have been done in 15 minutes. But instead, the characters do some of the most outrageous things. One example is a character is completely fine with getting rid of a body, but is not okay with picking a name from a bowl to get rid of another body. His reasoning was it's against his moral code. I'm assuming all of this ties back to the writing, but 1 minute a character is reluctant, and then the next minute they're completely okay with the action. Overall, Replicas is a rough, futuristic sci-fi flick, with it jumping right into the action and having some ethical questioning, but with it having no sense of identity, subpar writing and performances, some rough and dated CGI, and just logic thrown out the window. Dudes, just go ahead and skip out on Replicas. After watching Replicas, I'm curious on how this was even made. In closing, I'm going to give Replicas 0.6 out of 5 futuristic robots. So what did you think of Replicas? I want to know in the comments down below. Anyways, guys, as always, thank you for watching. Follow all of my social media stuff down there. There's more videos over there. Watch those. Subscribe down to my channel if you haven't. And until next time, I'll see you later.